Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Paladins. It's my first time talking about this game in 2 months. I want to say, why did I stop playing Paladins? I want to talk about Paladins. Now, Paladins is not a dead game. Believe it or not, there is plenty of people playing this game. I think there is 5k players on Steam right now, and Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch numbers should probably have a similar numbers. Every single console might have 5k people or 10k people, who knows. I am assuming that there is 20k, 25k players playing Paladins at the moment. Paladins used to average 20k player base on Steam. Right now it falls to 5k, so there is a huge decline on player base, and that happened for a reason. People basically people don't just quit. People are forced to quit because they don't see the change that they wanted to see. Now, Paladins is a very old game at this point. It was released on 2017 or 2016. We are now on 2022, so that make Paladins 6 years old by now, or 7 years old. I'm not sure. I'm bad at math. The game is still running at Unreal Engine 3. It's an outdated engine. I don't care what basically you say. I don't care if the game is going up to cost 1 million, $2 million, $10 million. I don't care. I'm not hirez. I don't own Paladins. But the engine need an overall upgrade to at least Unreal Engine 4, Unreal Engine 5, or Unity, or whatever their custom engines wants to be, because the engine is clearly lacking Paladins behind. Graphics wise, the game looks very, very ugly. Paladins used to look gorgeous back in 2016, but basically right now, the Overwatch 2 and the newest Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff like that, Paladins look very cartoonish. Actually textures issues, frame rate issues sometimes, launching problems. There is and glitches and bugs. I'm not blaming the developers here. The developers are working on an outdated engine that basically should have been replaced probably 3 years ago. The sound bug is probably one of the biggest bugs on the history of Paladin. The sound bug happened I don't know, 6 months ago, and they didn't fix it. They didn't even acknowledge that basically the bug existed, and a lot of people on Discord and Twitter and stuff like that, they complain and complaining. Now after 4 months of complaining, 2 entire batches, they finally acknowledged the bugs, and they still fixing it till this day. I don't care if you don't experience the sound bugs, because I do. If I do and you don't, that means the bug still exists. I think that is unacceptable. It's not like the bugs has been in the game for 1 week or 2 weeks. It's been for almost half a year, and they didn't even bother to fix it. Number one, they don't have the manpower. They don't have enough developers, sound developers or developers to fix the issue. Or number two, they just don't have the budget. They don't want to hire people. They just don't care. They don't want to invest any more money into Paladin. Obviously speaking, Paladins cost a lot of money. Developers, studio rent, taxes, a PlayStation pay cut, Steam pay cut. Paladins cost a lot of money to maintain every single month, and they probably don't want to, they don't want to spend, I don't know, $10,000 fixing on the bugs, or hiring game testers and stuff like that. So they probably don't want to bother, or they don't have the money. I don't know. I have seen developers like Nico, Kevin leaving. I have seen the community manager leaving. I've seen a lot of Paladins developers that actually cared about Paladin. They are leaving the company one after one. The patches and the skins are getting awful every single patch. I have over I don't know, 100 and 1500 crystals and paladins, and there's not a decent skin that I want to buy, honestly. I remember 2 BC, and I remember 2019 or 2020, they used to have a lot of cool skins, and I actually was forced to pay money in order to get all of the skins that I actually enjoy. There was a lot of Evie skins, Leon skins, and stuff like that. And now we are just getting, honestly, like a very badly designed skins, in my opinion. You know, and the like the battle pass stuff, they are, like the crossover one, they are extremely overpriced, in my opinion. And locking on skins behind Prime Gaming, that doesn't help as well. There's a lot of backlash in Paladins in so many different ways. And they just didn't care. They just don't care, honestly. They just want to have as much money as possible before basically this game dies, in my opinion. Now, yeah, and I want to talk about also the player base and the community. The community is just straight awful, honestly speaking. Like every single time, I'm seriously trying to give a Paladins a fair chance. Like I'm trying to make a comeback. Like I want to play again. Basically, I want to re-experience the Paladins experience. Like the champions, the trials. I want to complete trials and stuff like that. They're just straight awful. They curse at you. They basically wish you awful stuff. They are toxic. They are unfriendly, they just awful human beings, honestly. They are not nice people. Let's just say the most. Now, of course, this is not every single one, but the people that I played with personally, and basically, I have proof of this, but I don't want to put it on screen, but I have reported them to hirez. And some of these people got actually banned, and I'm very happy about that. But at the same time, I cannot report every single person. It's literally going up to take me hours and hours out of my time. And basically, if we kept banning these people, then there wouldn't be anyone left to play this game. So I kind of don't know. Also, content creators, there is two types, and one of the types, a lot of them are actually kind of quit, or just quit completely. Paladins lost a lot of talented content creators on YouTube and Twitch. Fix 30, and he just recently quit. Ray basically 50% quit, so there is a lot of people who just slowly given up, content creators and stuff like that. And the assembly of champions, or the assembly of toxic people, in my opinion, they didn't help the game at all. They just slowly killed basically the game even more. And I'm just tired of it all. I'm just tired of Paladins. I haven't played the game in 2 months. I stopped uploading about it. I stopped talking about it, and because the more basically you get involved with basically the community and the game devs and the game itself, and the outdated engine, the lags and the servers and the bugs, and hirez not doing anything to fix it. Honestly, they might be doing something that we don't know. Basically, they might be fixing the game behind the scenes, or they might be developing Paladins 2. Who knows? Everything is possible, but at the current state of the game, I do not recommend you to play Paladins, honestly. Right now, it's just a buggy, filled with unnice people to play with. Bugs, the servers are very laggy. You know, Paladin's champions balance are very awful. You know, like Androxes and Seven one-shotting you. Useless healers that basically they don't do anything. Like nerfing, like basically like nerfing Io and nerfing Gray, which basically they are perfectly balanced. They keep destroying your main, like basically your main champions, and while basically buffing Androxus, like like who thought this was a good idea? I'm not sure. They keep releasing champions like PT La Bamba, which honestly speaking, like every like basically these champions kind of like killed the game for me, and I don't want to play Paladins anymore, honestly. Maybe, just maybe they can make a comeback. Maybe, just maybe, they can fix the bugs. Maybe, just maybe, they can balance the game right. And maybe they can upgrade the engine. Maybe they can fix Paladins and everything is going up to be good again, to the good old days, where we enjoyed Paladins. Maybe, who knows? I'm not totally sure what to think of Paladins anymore. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna play Paladins in the near future. I haven't even installed the newest patch. I think there is a new champion called Kokomi. Honestly, no. I'm not interested. I saw the champion's looks. Honestly, it's not my style. I don't know. It's another DPS champions. We have 80% of the champions are flanks and DPS, and we have no tanks, we have no healers, pretty much. I don't know, man, I don't know. You know, talking about Paladins just get me so sad, you know, like, to see the potential and the care, and, you know, like, the infinite potential that this game had or have, and seeing them just abandon all of it. I don't know, basically seeing this one talented guy not take advantage of basically not taking advantage of his talent, and seeing him just waste it all. That is how I feel about Paladins, honestly. And the YouTube content creators quitting or basically chilling, honestly speaking, they don't want to admit that basically the game got issues, got problems. They don't talk about these issues, and it's just, you know, you feel like you are this madman who basically basically I don't want to become crazy playing this game, you know. I just rather play something else. And there's a lot of good games out there that basically you could play, you know, free to plays, paid game, mobile games, console games, you know, you name them. There is hundreds, if not thousands. So at least you can go and play Overwatch 2, or you could play a single player game, or if you are craving the online co-op experience, there is a tons of games out there. If you know, trust me, there is a lot of Paladins alternative, you know. Paladins used to be the free-to-play Overwatch. Now Overwatch 2 is a free-to-play. Now what? You know? Yeah, so that was everything that I wanted to talk about Paladins. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I read them every single day. I check out if there is any new comments every single day. I reply to them. So yeah, let me know what you think about Paladins. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Yeah. And I'm out.